Hey there guys, it's Chris. What is crackin'? So welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm obsessed with houseplants, fish tank plants, all kinds of plants. Please consider subscribing. Today's video is on why your ZZ plant is turning yellow. I'm doing a video series on the ZZ plant. That's why it's sitting on the table. And one of the most sent in questions was, why is my ZZ plant turning yellow? I want to take a deep dive on this and help you guys figure out this issue. So I'm not going to beat around the bush on this one, guys. I just want to get straight to the point here. So the ZZ plant is a beautiful, beautiful plant. Check out the sheen on these leaves. If you don't own one in your house, you should really buy one. They're really popular in offices, for secretaries, what have you. It's one of the most beautiful houseplants in the hobby and super, super indestructible. But anyways, the number one reason why this plant dies on people is because it's overwatered. So that in turn is going to probably tell us what happens when the leaves are turning yellow. So to give you an idea of how little we water our ZZ plant, I would say on average we water probably once a month, which is kind of crazy. So this plant a lot of times does not like being overwatered, and that's why it's turning yellow. I'm gonna beat right to the bush here, pun intended. So what happens is, let me explain this a little bit. A lot of times, if the entire shoot of one of these shoots, of all the leaves on the shoot is turning yellow, chances are there's something wrong in the root system. So, and what happens is, the roots on a lot of these plants are mainly at the bottom. They're mainly at the bottom, and a lot of times what's happening is the two things can work together here. Your plant might not be getting enough sunlight, because you have to remember the sunlight is what helps the soil completely dry out. And in turn, if your plant isn't getting enough lighting and you water it too often, the soil is not going to dry out, and that is a nightmare for houseplants. As soon as your soil doesn't dry out, it's bad news bears, because what happens is if you're starting to get an entire shoot of yellow leaves, chances are you got root rot starting. And a lot of times the first step, what you want to do is to put this plant in some brighter sunlight. Not direct light, medium to high indirect lighting, closer to a window. Give it some time. If the plant starts to continue to turn yellow and more shoots of leaves start to turn yellow, it's bad news, if I'm being honest. What you're gonna want to do is pull the entire plant out of the pot and look at the root structure. If it's kind of like a jelly-like substance and it stinks, you have fungus rot. That's essentially what happens when the roots rot. It really sucks. It happens to a lot of plants. Don't feel super bad. It's good that you're doing research. A lot of people just would sit there and let it die. The plant, the soil's not drying out. What you can do, best case scenario, take out the entire plant, break apart all the dirt. Chances are you can mix up a better potting mix soil that's faster draining. Maybe do half potting soil mixed with half cactus mix. It has orchid bark in it, it has perlite in it, and it helps it drain a lot faster. Fingers crossed, that's best case scenario. You put it all back together and you give it adequate amounts of light. Maybe put it back in the direct spot where you had it. Fingers crossed. It's gonna take a month or two just to kind of figure out if the plant is going to live. It's kind of a crappy scenario, but it is what it is. These plants really, really hate to be overwatered. You're almost better off underwatering them. I know it's probably too late to be hearing this. It really does suck. But if only one or two of the leaves are turning yellow, chances are just something funny is going on with the leaves. Maybe there's some damage or something. But yeah, hopefully that helps you in figuring out this problem. I'm sorry guys, this is kind of a bad case scenario, but a lot of people have this question and I had to do a video on it. So I wish you the best. Consider subscribing to the channel. I know it sucks under these terms and I'm begging you to subscribe. But yeah guys, let me know in the comment section what's up. That's why I do these videos. I like hearing from you guys, and I want to know what's up, what's going on with your plant. Is something going on? Maybe I can help you in the comment section. I do try to read all of them. So yeah, I love you guys, and until the next one.